Central Kentucky Television was on hand for Marion County Country Ham Days 2014 on Saturday and Sunday, September 27th and 28th in downtown Lebanon. Both days kicked off with the Country Ham Breakfast, which is staffed by volunteers from various different organizations throughout the county. That was the Springview Hospital volunteers there on Saturday morning. They also have eat in or dine out for the breakfast, and you can see the tent was full. It was a beautiful day for Marion County Country Ham Days 2014. And we have a list of some of the winners from the various different events that took place during Marion County Country Ham Days, including for the Farmers National Bank Pokey Pig 5K. This was Farmers National Bank's sixth year sponsoring the Pokey Pig 5K, and 841 runners took part in the day. The overall winner for the males was Tichaza Chikuni, and for the female was Ray Mills. The rest of the results are available at headfirstperformance.com/portals/5/14 Pokey Pig Results 3. And then we have the poster contest winners. And in the pre-K, first place went to Ethan Mullins from St. A. In kindergarten, first place went to Melvin James from Glasscock. First grade, first place, Lydia Bennett from West Marion. In the second grade, Maya Mattingly got first place from Glasscock Elementary. Third grade, first place was Kaylee Reed from Calvary Elementary. Fourth grade, first place was Chloe Leak from West Marion. Fifth grade, first place was Michael Ryan Masterson from Calvary Elementary. Pretty Please won the window decorating contest, and the champion ham was cured by Tyler Jones, a student in the FFA 4-H programs at Marion County High School, and 4 groups combined their bids to purchase the ham for 2014. Jones will receive market value for his ham. The purchase price will be donated to the buyer's charity. Buyers and their charities are Marion County Farm Bureau with $333 being split between the Marion County 4-H and Marion County FFA. Central Kentucky Ag Credit with $333 being split between the 4-H and FFA. Marion County Cattlemen with $333 going to the Relay for Life, and Jones Dairy with $614 being split between the 4-H and the FFA. For the Slop the Hog contest earlier in the week, the Calvary Elementary School won. And in the Pig Pen Relay and Ham Biscuit Eating contest, Chase Lancaster, representing the Lancaster Agency, was the overall winner. For the Swine and Dine, which was a little different this year, different people who went to visit 4 of the restaurants got entered into a prize drawing. Wanda A. Thomas won $100 and Vicky Spalding won $100. The Pegasus Pin drawing, Mary Weiss won a country ham. For the Treasure Hunt, Marissa Nolly, Madison Richards, and Mark and Kelly Cohen won. There were also several raffles during the day at Marion County Country Ham Days, and various different civic organizations were on Civic Row, which we just showed you there. But also, there were kids events going on. In the basketball free throw contest for the 9 to 11-year-old girls, Maggie Overstreet won. 12 to 13-year-old girls, Brooke Smith. 9 to 11-year-old boys, Aiden Whalen. And for 12 to 13-year-old boys, Ashton Lanham won in that contest too. For the bubblegum blowing contest, 4 to 6-year-olds, Cameron Wright came in first. For 7 to 9-year-olds, Zach Lee first. And for 10 to 13-year-olds, it was Madison Harden who won. In the junior spelling bee, 5 to 8-year-olds, Morgan Harden won. And 9 to 13-year-olds, Hannah Lanham won. In the jump rope, Gabrielle Mullins came in first for the 4 to 6-year-olds, Morgan Harden for the 7 to 9-year-olds, and Maggie Overstreet for the 10 to 13-year-olds. In the sack races, Andrew Mattingly was first for 4 to 6, Keith Foreman for 7 to 9, and Owen Cox for 10 to 13. In the paper airplane competition, Cameron Wright for 4 to 6-year-olds came in first, Autumn Brady was first for the 7 to 9-year-olds, and Tiffany Brady was first for the 10 to 13-year-olds. In the hula hoop, Vanessa Knox, 4 to 6-year-olds, was number 1, and Sydney Mattingly was first in the 7 to 9, with John Austin Wise first in the 10 to 13. And for Little Miss Ham Days, Lila Grace Bickett, the daughter of Jamie and Jessica Bickett, won, and Joseph Logston, son of Amy and Billy Joe Logston, were the Tommy Burris Jr. Farmer. You'll be able to see both those pageants in their entirety here on Central Kentucky Television. But I also had the opportunity to talk to some other of the vendors at Marion County Country Ham Days. Hi, I'm Gary White for Central Kentucky Television, here for Ham Days 2014. I'm here with Mogi Spalding and a bunch of his bikes which are behind us. These are actually regular bicycles, right?
Antique bikes.
Fantastic. How many do you have out here today?
There's about 25 here.
Okay. And you are from Lebanon, here in town, right?
Right.
You've been bringing them out here for a few years now.
About 4 years.
Okay. Now, you've been collecting bikes for how long?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
What started you in collecting bikes?
I bought one and I liked it. And after that, the rest is history. You know what I mean?
So you have different kind of bikes here. You have, I see, some red wagons, some different stuff. Tell us a little about some of the bikes. What are some of the most unique factors of some of these bikes you have on display?
One of them's a 1929.
Okay.
And this one here is about a 1941.
Where do you find these bikes?
Western Flyers, Schwinn's, American Flyers. I travel everywhere.
So you said Western Flyers, Schwinn's, American
Flyers, J.C. Higgins, or there's about 30 or 40 different names.
Now, these bikes that you have, these are all antiques. What makes it an antique bike?
To me, 70 and below. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 70 and below. And that's about it. I don't really collect the 3 speeds or none of them. I like the balloon tires and, you know, the ones with tanks on them and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're kind of unique, some of the different factors that you find.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite?
Not really.
Do you ride them?
Fender skirt. That in there's got the fender skirt. I don't ride them too often. No.
You put them on display.
Yeah. Put them on display.
So what got you started when you started doing this 15 years ago?
I got that one bike and history, you know, I like the 50s and 60s, so I just started collecting the bikes. Great. Yeah.
And you said you have several hundred of that, right?
Yeah, I got a few hundred.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having them on display here for Ham Days.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, again, talking with Mogi Spalding with his bike collection here at Ham Days 2014. Thank you.
Thank you, bud.
The car and motorcycle show was part of Marion County Country Ham Days on Sunday, and as you can see, they had nice weather for that as well, and they had great turnout for the event also. Erica Barnes with State Farm Insurance in Lebanon was a sponsor. The second annual Lewis Watson Memorial Trophy, donated by Eva Jo and Greg Nugent, was awarded to Kim Satterley with a 1953 Ford Fairlane. The Erica Barnes State Farm Best of Show Award went to Bo Cook with a 1970 Cuba. The Best of Show from judging went to Terry Tutt with a 1969 Camaro. Top motorcycle was Andy Thomas with a 2013 Harley, Blake Pittman with a 1998 Harley, and Tom Thornton with a 2001 Harley. Best of Show motorcycle was Bruce Pittman with a 2003 Harley. The Best Mopar went to Elvin Wilson with a Plymouth GTX. Best GM went to Michael Riggs with a 57 Chevy, and Best Ford, Jack Mondi with a Shelby Cobra. The Best Pre-49 went to Tommy and Chuck Nally with a 1931 Model A pickup. The Best 55, 56, 57 went to Lloyd Dooley with a 1955 Chevy Bel Air, and the Best 4x4 went to Tommy Knopp with a 1969 Bronco. Best Truck went to Thomas Bowen with a 1951 Ford pickup. Best Corvette, Rick and Donna Perking with a 2010 Corvette Grand Sport. Best Muscle Car to Don Reed with a 1960 Chevy Biscayne. And a Best Street Rod to John Blakemore with a 1940 Ford truck. Congratulations to all the winners there for the car and motorcycle show at the Marion County Country Ham Days 2014.